traders from around the world, what's going on? It's your boy, holla at me. It's Jeremy Newsome with Real Life Trading. This is the SPY and some interesting candles today. So I mentioned Monday, if you guys remember, that there's still feeling a little bit of bearish move going on. My analysis back on the 23rd of August, so just a few days ago, yesterday, if we're going to get a bearish move, 3% or more, it likely will be mid to late September. Now that could happen, coming in through here. This is definitely an evening star pattern. Again, we did make an all-time high yesterday, but could just simply be a double top, and that also occurred with a gap. So boom, boom, something like that. Got a little bit of a support here, so I do imagine that we could battle around here for a few days. And really, we could still continue to be sideways and very, very boring. But when the bearish move does come, it won't be huge. Not calling for the market to go to zero. It's just very boring, very neutral, very sideways. And another trader was asking if this is a great time for credit spreads. And yes, it is a great time for credit spreads if there is premium. There's really no premiums for spreads, bear calls, bull puts. It's all kind of gone. There's not tons. So I really haven't done a spread. I've done some few put sales, but no actual spread. So my analysis yesterday is I wanted it to gap down. I was expecting that, which it did. And from there, I didn't know what exactly was going to happen, but hopefully it was going to trade higher tomorrow, Thursday. I did have some bullish positions, and that did not happen. So at this point, Janet Yellen speaks on Friday morning around 10 Eastern, talking about some Fed rates. So overall, I'm probably going to be pretty light in the swing trades from here until next week. That's kind of my thought. So today did get stopped out of some bullish swing trades. Still in a few bearish ones, which is great, but the bullish ones did get stopped out, most of them or some of them. Not in tons, but a few of them did. And I'll kind of review some of those really quick. So SHPG, this was a biotech, and biotech's just absolutely tanked today. Closed above my trigger and everything, just stopped out. Hey, that's going to happen. 1 hour loss on that trade. It's done on SHPG. Then I had a really aggressive swing trade that I was looking at on L Brands, LB, which got stopped out. But the good news is I was able to increase that stop from yesterday. So now I'll be looking for it to trade down into the $75 region on LB and then potentially bounce again. Probably looking for that to happen sometime next week. And the other swing trade that most of us are in still is SQ, and that one's actually up. That one's totally fine. My plan on this one right here is I will exit all of it if I'm above an R but less than 2 on the last day of August, because that was like a pay the bills kind of a swing trade. So at this moment, stop is just simply sitting at break even on SQ. GILD, a few traders were in this one bullish. Exit out of GILD today for a very, very small loss, which is totally fine. Hey, it's going to happen, right? You're going to lose on trades, just lose small. That's your main focus and objective. Now, some of the bearish trades, BlackBerry, ticker symbol BBRY, got into that a few days ago. It doesn't look terrible, but it's at least working. So I'm going to probably be as patient as I can on BlackBerry, letting it do whatever it's going to do. But my analysis on that was to look to get in bearish up at this resistance right there. There's the resistance. There is the sell high, buy low. So BlackBerry in on that one. Just posted a new video to YouTube mentioning NVIDIA. I think this is some exhaustion volume. So if you are part of my YouTube subscriber base, make sure to check the most recent video posted about exhaustion volume. I think you'll really like that one. So keeping an eye on NVIDIA. The risk is obviously very small. Are you trying to pick the top, Jeremy? A little. I'm not trying super hard though, because it was kind of done for me. Here is one resistance, and I'm just going to try that resistance again. Now, could this be a pennant and continue? Absolutely, it can. But with this exhaustion volume coming in, you got to try it, right? If you lose an R, no big deal. But that's something I have been waiting for on NVIDIA, looking for potentially a sharp drop in that one. A lot of stuff going on today though. Mobileye, my good buddy Leon Benish, looking to get into some calls on Mobileye. So my thought on this one, Leon, is really nice triangle pattern. Good breakout yesterday into a resistance. So let it trade back down, come into this 46 area, and that's where I'll be looking to play the bounce on MBLY. Here's VRX. Keeping a close eye on VRX, and it is getting some really, really good gaps. I was waiting on it as an hourly trade today and just never got filled in. So really on VRX, I'm expecting something like this potentially. I still think this stock is likely going to go zero, but it doesn't have to, of course. I'm going to try to play it bullish this one and only time if I can find the right setup. So looking for this and this. That's what I'm keeping an eye on pretty much every day. If you're swing trading this one, be really cautious. My swing trade is going to last 3 to 6 days max on this trade. I'm not going to be in this one very long if I even do get triggered in on VRX. I'm watching it. I'll probably try it this one and only time, and then from there, I'll just leave it alone. Here's a double bottom, close above the neckline, retest, bounce, continued, all that kind of good stuff. Micron Technology did hit my target and Vinny's target to the penny yesterday. 1653 was the target, and boom, look at that. So apparently we weren't the only one selling there. A lot of selling on Micron Technology, looking for a little bit more of a sell, and then a buy the bounce opportunity on MU. So great trade for anyone who was able to keep an eye and trade that one a little bit. Zoe's gapped down nicely yesterday on earnings. Inside day candle today. This is a bearish gap and go. And also you have a little bit of a support right around here on Zoe's. So keep your eye on Zoe's. If it starts breaking down, I think it could trade all the way down to 23.71. But on a bearish trade perspective, this is one that we could watch. And then from the 23.71, buy low, sell high. Here's Alibaba, BABA. Alibaba, gotta give a shout out to Tori. She was asking about a bearish trade on Baba. I didn't see it, but hey, that's totally cool. I did see it. I saw the trade pulling back. I just didn't see the actual setup. But I did agree fully that I think this trade is going to pull back into some moving averages. Here it is. So officially keeping my eyes now on Baba for a bullish bounce. Here's silver, SLV, and silver, ladies and gentlemen, really pulling back. So happy about that. Had so many people from all around the world, right around here, ask me if this is a good time to buy silver. And my answer was no. And that was because of this stock, one of my fan favorite silver stocks, AG. And again, when they were asking me, should I buy this? Is this a good time to buy? This is what had happened on AG. It went from $3 to $17 in, approximately 4 months. Not that great at math, but that's almost a 500% return. So if a stock like silver stock is doing that in 4 months, that's not the time to buy. You missed that boat. But now we have pulled back some $5 already. So I am looking for some silver buys very soon, actually. I love these pullbacks. I'm glad we're getting them. I'm not feeling massively bearish. I do not think that's the top. I think this is a healthy correction. And I think buying the bounce is in order on metal stocks. Just keep that in mind. Microsoft, hanging out, not doing much at all. Got a resistance right here. I figure buy low, sell high if it trades down to that area. Tesla had some announcements yesterday. Tesla is flat sideways. Had a lot of traders in some spreads down here. Still have a few expiring this Friday. Bull put spreads on Tesla. So other than that, Tesla is sideways. Stan's got himself a 185 put sale expiring, I believe, in regular September. I don't have any trade on Tesla right now. It's very flat, very sideways. Keep an eye on that one to see what's going to do. Pandora, ticker symbol P. David Lane, I think, is in a bullish trade on Pandora. My good buddy Zane asked right there on that day, hey, is this the bounce? And I was like, yeah, man. Looks like it. Great job for those in Pandora. I'm not in Pandora at all. Just really at this point, just kind of reviewing some swing trades that other traders are in. Bobby Kendall hit his target on Nike. Good job, Bobby. Taking his 2R gain. Well done, sir. And then WDC stopped him and a few other traders out. Keep an eye on WDC. We'll get a little bit more time to let it chop around this really, really nice pivot line. But at some point, this accumulation pattern has to do something more exciting than it's doing now. But right now, it's just chilling. And 3D didn't really care that the market was down today. This was another trade that I got a put sale on, which is a bullish to non-directional strategy. 3D, talked about this one on Monday. And realistically, good volume coming out. This is just a bullish non-directional. So as long as 3D stays above 13, I'll be kind of happy. So overall, to wrap it up, what am I looking for? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be a little bit light coming into Janet Yellen's chatter on Friday. Then we'll take Friday with a grain of salt. Personally, I wouldn't be surprised at all if you get a little bit of a bearish move and then boom, huge bullish move on Friday. I'll be watching for that to happen. Otherwise, regarding the market, I mentioned on Monday and I've mentioned in the last few days, I think there's going to be a little bit of bearishness coming in. We're at some really, really good highs. And if it doesn't happen in August, it'll start coming into September where I do think we get a small rollover, something that looks like this, and then I would be looking to buy that bounce. That doesn't mean that you have to be looking for a bearish trade. That could just mean you're waiting, being patient, because if and when we trade down into early October time frame, it could be a really good buy the bounce Santa Claus rally type of thing coming into the elections. And the elections, again, is just a giant question mark. So anyway, it's exciting. If you are in some shares on the SPY long term and you're trading some index funds and you got a big position, I would at least protect yourself up here, because again, this is a glorious evening star reversal at an all-time high and also a possible double top. Again, any pullback would be healthy, and I do think we bounce from that, but you could do some covered calls. Why not do some? Bring in some premium on the way down and get paid to be patient. I don't know. I like getting paid. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. You are all fantastic. I'm excited about Friday because Friday is the day before Saturday, and Saturday is the weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you Friday, and until then, remember, love life, live life, and trade. See ya.